Welcome to our in-depth look at the Philippine military's modernization efforts. As tensions rise in the South China Sea, the Philippines is rushing to strengthen its military to protect its sovereignty and future. China's growing aggression, including incidents like water cannon attacks on Philippine vessels, has made it clear that stronger land, naval, and air defenses are urgently needed. In this video, we'll break down the new equipment the Philippines is acquiring, expose the key gaps that still weaken its defenses, and look at how the country is trying to become more self-reliant while still relying on US support. Let's get started. Land Forces, building ground strength. The Philippine Army and Marine Corps are actively enhancing their ground capabilities to counter modern threats, particularly in territorial defense and amphibious operations. On January 2025, the Philippine Marine Corps issued a notice of award to South Korea's Covico for the acquisition of 6 KMPV armored personnel carriers and 1 armored ambulance, as part of a broader plan to procure 60 vehicles to improve mobility and protection in littoral and amphibious environments. Despite these efforts, the Army's capabilities remain limited. It currently operates only 10 Sabra light tanks, acquired from Israel's Elbit systems, and 12 Atmos 2000 howitzers. The absence of rocket artillery systems such as the M142 HIMARS and a limited inventory of anti-tank missiles like the Javelin highlight significant gaps in ground force readiness. To effectively counter advanced threats, the Army requires additional tanks, rocket artillery systems, and a robust stockpile of anti-tank missiles. These deficiencies underscore the need for sustained investment to ensure the ground forces can meet the demands of modern warfare, particularly in defending the nation's territorial integrity. Naval Forces, strengthening maritime defense. The Philippine Navy is modernizing to patrol its South China Sea EEZ amid tensions with China. The BRP Miguel Malvar, a high-tech frigate from South Korea, was delivered on April 8, 2025, with its sister ship BRP Diego Silang, expected by late 2025 or early 2026. These frigates enhance blue water operations. The Navy also operates Israel's Acero-class fast attack craft for coastal combat, with 2 South Korean missile corvettes due in 2025 to 2026 and 6 offshore patrol vessels by 2028. Japan's pledge of 7 patrol ships adds to maritime security. Despite these advancements, the Navy faces significant challenges in matching China's expansive fleet, which includes multiple aircraft carriers and over 400 warships. The absence of destroyers and submarines limits the Navy's ability to project power and deter maritime threats. To address this, the Philippines is exploring submarine acquisitions, with proposals from France, Scorpion class, Spain, S-80 class, and South Korea, Jangbogo 3, under consideration. These submarines would significantly enhance deterrence and underwater warfare capabilities, enabling the Navy to better protect the nation's maritime interests. Until such assets are acquired, the Navy's capacity to patrol and defend the South China Sea remains constrained, highlighting the urgency of continued investment in naval modernization. Air Force, securing the skies. The Philippine Air Force, PAF, is bolstering air defense and surveillance to counter regional threats. It acquired 3 Spider air defense batteries from Israel completed in November 2024 to protect against aircraft, drones, and missiles. A BrahMos coastal defense missile system from India, delivered in April 2024, enables long-range strikes. The PAF operates 12 FA-50PH jets and expects 3 C-130J-30 airlifters in 2026. 13. Hermes 900 and 450 UAVs enhance surveillance capabilities. However, the PAF lacks advanced multi-role fighters such as the Swedish JAS-39 Gripen or US F-16, which are essential to match regional air forces like Singapore's, which operates F-35 jets. Additional air defense systems such as the NASAMS are also needed to provide comprehensive coverage of Philippine airspace. The Basa Air Base is receiving a US-funded upgrade, including a transient parking apron for US aircraft, underscoring the importance of Allied cooperation in enhancing air defense capabilities. These gaps in fighter aircraft and air defense systems highlight the need for further investment to ensure the PAF can effectively secure the nation's skies. Closing the gaps, strategic needs. To build a credible defense, the Philippines must close key gaps. The Navy needs destroyers, submarines, and more frigates to secure the South China Sea. The Air Force requires advanced fighters like the JAS-39 Gripen or F-16, along with new air defense systems like NASAMS. On land, the Army needs more Sabra light tanks, M142 HIMARS rocket systems, and FGM-148 Javelin missiles to strengthen ground forces. Expanding BrahMos missile units and surveillance drones would further boost deterrence and situational awareness. However, with the 2025 budget covering only a fraction of what's needed, funding remains a major hurdle. U.S. support and the push for self-reliance. The United States has been a key partner in the Philippines' military modernization, providing $500 million in 2024 to boost maritime and surveillance capabilities. Joint exercises like Balikatan strengthen cooperation, while donations of ships and funding for infrastructure upgrades enhance the Philippines' defense readiness. New coastal missile systems are also improving coastal security. Despite strong U.S. support, the Philippines is pushing for self-reliance. Efforts like the Self-Reliant Defense Posture Revitalization Act aim to build a domestic defense industry, cut dependence on foreign equipment, and create jobs. Local shipbuilding projects, like Ostal's shipyard in Cebu, mark important steps toward military independence. Regional context and challenges. The Philippines faces serious challenges, lagging behind neighbors like China, Vietnam, and Singapore in military strength. Strategic partnerships with countries like South Korea, India, and Japan are crucial for acquiring advanced technology. However, funding remains tight, with a $35 billion modernization plan competing with domestic needs and economic pressures. The Philippines must carefully balance military growth with diplomacy to strengthen its defenses without escalating tensions in the region.